My story is not everybody's story. This is just my story. But what I want to be the takeaway of this is people with derma and trich, their struggles are very real and they're very ingrained. And telling us to just stop or slapping our hands away or pointing it out, these things make it worse. Hello and welcome. I decided to go ahead and do another video right away. So 2 videos will be up. You should watch the intro first just to know who the hell I am and what I'm doing here. But I wanted to make this video be my first one. I want to do a video on my dermatillomania because that is one of the most ongoing, worst symptomatic chronic illnesses that I have, and it's a mental illness, and not a lot of people understand it or know about it. And if people that I know personally are going to see this, if I wanted them to know anything about me, this is what I would want them to know in terms of the things I've struggled with, because it's the most visible. What is dermatillomania, you ask? Dermatillomania is broken up into a couple words. Derma, meaning skin. Till is like pulling. And mania is mania. It's hyper. It's a behavior. Dermatillomania, or derma, is a BFRB, also known as a body-focused repetitive behavior, which means that I can't control it. It is a behavior that I do to myself. It does not technically fall into self-harm because I'm not doing it to harm myself. It does fall under the umbrella of OCD. So I do have OCD. This is the way it manifests itself. I also have trichotillomania, so similar, but with hair pulling. It's a mental illness that has pretty much run my life. It has led to a lot of terrible things, not the least of which is total isolation. I can laugh about it now, but you know, this has been a huge struggle for me. And I do tell people about it if they ask, but it's hard to talk about, which is why I think doing it like this is easier. It started when I was in 7th grade. I remember it started on the underside of my arms here, and then it spread to the top of my thighs. And I would just like pick at my skin. And it's not like acne or anything like that. It was just, I could see what I perceived to be thousands of flaws. And I wanted to like physically scratch and pick and pull that out of my skin. And it sounds a little psychotic talking about it, but this is a real, it's just a perception thing. It's kind of like body dysmorphic disorder. And it started and it did not stop. There have been points where it slowed down, but it has not stopped. It's only gotten worse. Now it's all over my body, like head to toe, anywhere. Then it spread to trichotillomania. So anyone who knew me in my sophomore year of high school can tell you I had no eyebrows. And I don't mean like, oh, they were really thin or bad. I mean I had no eyebrows. They were gone. There are some people with trich who have to wear wigs because their whole head of hair is gone. I'm going to put some links to informational things in the description in case I'm doing a really bad job. So it's kind of like nail biting or like picking at your nails, except it's your skin and your hair. Why do I do this? I have no friggin' idea. I have no clue. Do I know I'm doing it? Absolutely. Sometimes people describe going into a trance when they do it. It's very common, but that's not my experience. When I'm doing it, I know full well that I'm doing it, but I cannot stop. It's kind of soothing. It makes me feel better. It's kind of like someone with OCD turning on and off the light 12 times and like stepping exactly 3 steps to their bed. It's a repetitive behavior, and it's comforting. And there's you can go through cognitive behavioral therapy, dialectical behavioral therapy, exposure therapy, all of these things, even hypnosis. Some people have tried. I've tried it all. I've tried vitamins, I've tried holistic remedies, I've tried all sorts of anxiety meds, OCD meds. Nothing has helped. When I went to an intensive outpatient program, which can be a different video, that was one of the things we talked about. And it just didn't, nothing. Just nothing. One of our goals was to stop it by 20%, and I told them it's not happening. Not because I don't want it to, because God, would I love for this to stop, but I can't do it. I can't stop. I have been turned down for job interviews. I have had friends leave. I've had people stare. I've had people think I'm a meth addict. I've had friends' moms talk to my mom because they think I have like some sort of horrible skin condition. There was a while where I told people it was like flesh-eating bacteria. If you know me in real life, you've seen this. You've seen my arms. You've seen my face. You've maybe even seen my legs. And so this is going on. And if you haven't asked, God bless you. I do it in class, when I'm just like lying around, just like I'm doing it right now, and I can't even, it happens a lot when I'm nervous or stressed out, but sometimes when I'm excited, like really, really excited for something. So I've ruined dresses. I've ruined so many pairs of shirts. I'm trying to, I don't own very many white shirts because of like the blood, but I'm trying to take care of this very nice sweater. Some of the things that people have said helped is like lotion and keep your nails really short, which I do, or get acrylic nails, which I've done as well. They haven't helped me. It is a psychological condition. It's part of OCD. There are treatments. I mean, I'm still going through treatments, but it's not contagious. We're not doing it on purpose. If we could stop, we would. The reality is just this is it is what it is. My mom supposedly had it when she was younger, so it's possible that it does end at some point, but it can be hereditary, just like any mental illness. There are a lot of ways people cover it up, like having a wig, wearing long sleeves all the time. It's kind of like self-harm scars where people are like constantly trying to keep eyes away from it. I have really nice makeup that I buy for my eyebrows. I use a ton of cover up for my face. I've gotten better over the years, but still not there. There are like parts of me that you don't even want to stop. It's a very complicated condition. But I think it's important that this is my first mental illness video because this struggle is enormous. Millions of people have this condition. Not even just derma, but trich. Dermatophagia, which is like biting the skin around your nails. And trichotillomania, which is like eating the follicles of your hair, which is also real. So millions of people have conditions like these and they don't know it, or they are ashamed of it. And this is me saying, don't be ashamed. One. Two, if you know someone who has one of these conditions, there's a few things you can do and a few things you can't do. Number one, you can't get them to stop. You can't. You, like I said, you can't slap them. You can't pull their hand away. You can't draw attention to it. It's not going to help. I think my room is haunted. But here's something you can do. Be supportive. You can, maybe if you have like a girlfriend who's moving in with you, like have a little ball of lotion for her, be understanding. If your friend is showing up to an outdoor excursion wearing long sleeves on a hot day, don't say anything about it. Just acknowledge that these things exist and that there's nothing you can do about it. And if you have one of these, there are treatments available. There are ways you can get through it. But if you're like me and it's been, God, I don't even know how long, and nothing's gotten better, you are not alone, not in the least. And you don't have to explain yourself to anybody. If you do have any questions, feel free to comment them below. I'd be happy to answer them for you. And if you know me in person, now you know. If you don't know, feel free to share this with your friends. If you also have derma or trich, feel free to use this to educate yourself if you think you have it. Again, I'll have some links for more resources in the description. Thank you very much, and many spoons.